does Charles Xavier from X-Men have to do with an iPhone? Okay, the idea. Science fiction stories are incredibly important. They have always been a window into the future, a mirror reflecting what we might become. Stories shape us from childhood. They teach us to dream, to imagine, to ask ourselves, what if? Do you know how many scientists, engineers, and astronauts were inspired by science fiction? Neil deGrasse Tyson, Elon Musk, Carl Sagan all grew up with these stories. Science fiction isn't just entertainment. It sparks curiosity. It's the starting point for those who will one day change the world. That's why in this video we will explore how this genre emerged, its adaptations to cinema, and how it has inspired modern technology. Origins of science fiction. When we think of science fiction, movies like Interstellar, Blade Runner, and Alien come to mind, but this genre began much earlier, with stories written in books and tales centuries ago. Mary Shelley with Frankenstein, Jules Verne with From the Earth to the Moon, H.G. Wells with The Time Machine and The War of the Worlds, Isaac Asimov with I, Robot, and Frank Herbert with Dune. Stories that were not just fiction, but in many cases predicted the future. Adaptations to cinema. You probably know many of these stories, but did you know that before they hit the big screen, they were just words on a page? With the advancement of technology, most of us got to know them through movies and series, but almost all of them started as short stories, novels, or comics. Some iconic examples: Transformers. What we now know as a billion-dollar film franchise began in the 80s as a line of Japanese toys. Then, in 1984, Marvel released the comics. And finally, in 2007, Michael Bay brought the saga to the big screen with his explosive style. Dune, the masterpiece by Frank Herbert, written in 1965, was adapted into a film in 1984 by David Lynch, and more recently in 2021 and 2024 by Denis Villeneuve, bringing to life one of the richest universes in science fiction. Avatar. Not all great stories come from books. James Cameron created Avatar in 2009, a visual odyssey that not only broke box office records, but also redefined 3D cinema. Its sequel, Avatar: The Way of Water, expanded this universe in 2022. But science fiction doesn't just entertain us, it also shapes the world we live in. Inspiration for new technologies. Science fiction stories are only limited by imagination, and that imagination has inspired generations to push the boundaries of reality. Space exploration. In 1865, Jules Verne wrote From the Earth to the Moon, a novel that 100 years before scientifically detailed what would later become reality. His imagination paved the way for the pioneers who made the 1969 moon landing possible. Submarines. In 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, 1870, Verne imagined a vessel capable of diving into the depths of the ocean. At that time, it was pure fantasy. Today, submarines are indispensable technological reality. The Nautilus was just a story, until it wasn't. Artificial intelligence and robots. In 1950, Isaac Asimov envisioned a world where intelligent robots coexisted with humans. In 2004, his vision inspired the movie I, Robot, but the story didn't stop there. Today, Boston Dynamics develops robots with autonomous movements. OpenAI works on advanced artificial intelligence, and Tesla builds functional humanoids. Elon Musk has often been compared to Tony Stark, and it's no coincidence. His company has developed everything from smart cards to robotic assistants. Even the director of iRobot commented on X how similar Tesla's designs are to those in his film. Coincidence, or is science fiction once again predicting the future? Virtual assistants. In Iron Man, Tony Stark talks to Jarvis, an artificial intelligence capable of analyzing data, answering questions, and executing commands. Today, ChatGPT, Alexa, Copilot, and Gemini do exactly that. What was once just an idea in a Marvel movie is now in our phones, computers, and homes. Instant communication. And now you might be wondering, what does Charles Xavier from X-Men have to do with an iPhone? Okay, the idea is the same as the previous example, science fiction inspiring reality, but perhaps it's not immediately clear. So what exactly is the connection between Charles Xavier and an iPhone? Well, Xavier has telepathy and can communicate with others over long distances. We can do the same with an iPhone or any phone. Yeah, it's weird, very weird connection. Conclusion. Science fiction stories are not just entertainment. They are seeds of ideas. They are the first draft of the future. Without the imagination of these writers, our world might not be what it is today. So let's keep dreaming, let's keep creating, let's not fill the industry with disposable movies just for sell tickets. Let's prioritize quality over quantity. Remember, the future is created today, and science fiction stories shape next generations of scientists. And you? Yes, you. What is your favorite sci-fi story? Leave it in the comments. Okay, until next time. Join us.